Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Tuesday and welcome back. I hope you are having a great week so far. So today, kind of following up on last week's oil control hacks video that I did. If you missed that, I will link it in the description box down below this video here. If you missed that video, I talked about one of my hacks actually being moisturizing my oily skin. I know that that seems very counterintuitive to a lot of people who have oily skin because the last thing you want to do is add more shine to your face. But I promise you, there's one thing that I have learned about becoming diligent with my skincare routine over the last, I don't know how many, it's probably at least 5, 6, 7 years that I've been like really hardcore into it. One of the things that I've learned is that hydrating or moisturizing my oily skin has actually helped to level out my oil production a little bit. Now, don't get me wrong, it has not resolved my oily skin, and I really don't think that I will ever be someone who is considered a normal, or I will never be a dry skin type. I can't imagine even in an alternate universe that being a thing. This is just my lot in life, right? Like, I was born with skin that was destined to have enormous pores, and as a result, the oil just flows very freely. It just pours right out of my pores, right? So, but here's the thing though, if your skin thinks that it's super, super dry up here, it is going to produce even more oil than it normally would because it's your skin's little like emergency response, right? Like you want to keep this lubricated, hydrated so that it doesn't get dried out, crusty, painful. You don't want cracks forming in your skin. So it's just your body's unique way of being like, hey, just helping you out, girl. But obviously it's super annoying. There's nothing worse than having your makeup slide off your face. There's nothing worse than looking in the mirror and feeling like your skin is so shiny that you can almost see yourself in your own shiny reflect. It's like some kind of a weird matrix thing. Like my skin will get so oily sometimes and I'm like, why are you doing this? I can see myself looking at myself in the mirror. It's that shiny. It's gross. Anyway, it's been a long time since it's been to that degree though, and I think that using moisturizers has really helped me level that out. So if you're someone who normally tries to dry your oily skin out, may I recommend a slightly different course of action and just see if it works for you. I think you need to give it a little bit of time. If you can commit maybe 6 to 8 months of using a moisturizer diligently, regularly, I really think you're going to start to see your skin leveling out a little bit. Like for me, I don't think it's ever gonna go, I don't think the oiliness is gonna go away, but you can manage it with moisturizers. All of the moisturizers I'm sharing today, one, they're at several different price points from super affordable to slightly more expensive, but if you splurge like I do on skincare, I don't know, maybe you wanna try them. All of these are from cruelty-free brands, which is important to me. None of these moisturizers that I'm recommending have ever clogged my pores, which I think is really important because you're going to be prone to clogged pores a little bit more if you are someone who has an oily skin type. These all absorb very quickly. They provide a good surge of hydration without being too heavy, and they're just perfect for the daytime. None of these have SPF in them, so you will still need to use an additional SPF. My personal favorite, Paula's Choice Super Light Daily Wrinkle Defense SPF 30. May I recommend? It's fabulous for oily skin. Especially if you have oily skin, you should be protecting your skin from the sun because I do think that sun damage also exacerbates oiliness as well. So there's just a lot you gotta think about, a lot you gotta do, and yeah, it's a lot of work. But you know what? I don't know. If you're into skincare, this really isn't that big of a deal, so let's get into it, you guys. Again, I will put links for everything in the description box down below. Go check out ingredients down there. Go check out other people's reviews. Go look at the claims, the descriptions. What I'm sharing with you guys today are just my experiences, and there are lots of people who you know, can also give you their experiences, because most of these products are pretty heavily reviewed wherever you can purchase them. So let's get into it. First off, I'm going to start with like something that you might not think of as a moisturizer necessarily, but it's great for me with my oily skin in the morning, and that is the CosRX Advanced Snail 96 Power Mucin Essence. So some people can't get past the texture of this because it does have kind of a slimy, slightly slimy texture. However, just 2 pumps of this on my face in the morning. It takes a little while to absorb, but if I have the time, this is a great hydrator because it's very lightweight. Once it absorbs, my skin is just left very soft and smooth, and it provides a nice surge of hydration. That being said, this is not a moisturizer per se, but it does impart some moisture into my skin, and if you're looking for a super kind of lightweight moisturizing option, this might be a great one to check out. This is right around, I want to say like $22 to $25. I can't remember. You can actually find this product at Ulta, so I will link it down below. It's really wonderful. I have had multiple bottles of this now, so it's good. Like, this is a regular part of my routine. I have repurchased it. It's good stuff. The second suggestion that I have here is the Isntree Green Tea Fresh Emulsion. So this actually says that it helps control excess sebum for soft skin. This is a great moisturizer. Bonus is that it's pretty affordable. I think it's somewhere in the like 20 to like $22 range. It's not terribly expensive. And this is for over 4 ounces. So this is huge. Like, this will last you a very long time. Again, nice lightweight moisturizer. The bonus here is that you are also getting that green tea, which is a wonderful just antioxidant for the skin. So you're doing lots of good things when you're putting this onto your face, your neck, just put it everywhere. It's delightful. This does not have a fragrance per se, but it really kind of smells like nothing. I don't think that they add any fragrance to this. Anything that you may smell in here is just the ingredients. This is also unscented, so I'll try to mention if products are fragrance, because I know some of you cannot have fragrance on your skin. I don't have an issue with it, so it's not a big deal for me, but I do recognize that some of you may not be able to use some of these things. Okay, next we have the Hanacure Nano Emulsion. Now, I have the 100 mils here, which is 3.4 fluid ounces, but you can actually get this. What is the price point of the smaller size? They have, I think it's 47 mils for $47. So a little bit more expensive, but also just a great moisturizer. This one is another one that, again, has that really nice lightweight texture. And this is really what I look for in moisturizers, is that they're more of like this lotion consistency versus a cream, and that they absorb very quickly into the skin. That is super important for me because I need to be able to come in here, put on my SPF, put on my makeup, and like be ready to go. I don't have a lot of time to dork around in the morning, but this one's fantastic because once you get it on, it just very quickly absorbs, and it's a great hydrator. I purchased this after I tried the Hanacure mask. They say this is a great way to prolong the results of the Hanacure mask. If you've never tried that mask, it's one of those like granny masks that looks like it just completely dries your face out. But then oddly enough, your face is like super hydrated after. It's the weirdest thing. I'll try to remember to link my video in the description box down below because I do like a before and after. It's kind of a great mask for special occasions if you've never tried it. But anyway, I do think that this really does hydrate the skin beautifully. And again, you're just left with your skin looking like your skin again. Like, there's nothing shiny or greasy about this. There's no stickiness. It just absorbs very quickly. There's no scent to this one. I don't believe there's any fragrance in it at all. I mean, I don't smell a thing, so I think this is a great option as well. Next, we have the, and I forgot to put down the price point of this one, but I think it's actually on sale right now. This is probably somewhere in the $25 to $30 range. This is from Paula's Choice. I actually started out my skincare journey with Paula's Choice. Love the brand. Again, they're cruelty-free. They don't put fragrance in any of their formulas. So if you're sensitive to those things, fragrances, if you will, you don't have to worry about them in Paula's Choice. This is their water-infusing electrolyte moisturizer. This has potassium and magnesium in it. This is a really nice texture. This actually has a slightly whipped texture to it. I just want to show you that real quick because it isn't that lightweight lotion texture. It looks like it might be really heavy, but it's just whipped. It's like very moussey. And again, it very quickly absorbs into the skin. And once it settles, you're just left with the softest, smoothest texture to your skin. Now, obviously here I layered too, but it's wonderful for just a quick surge of moisture that is lightweight and just feels wonderful, especially if your skin is feeling tight right after you get out of the shower. One of the best things to do is right after you get out of the shower, don't even really dry your face, whether you shower morning or night. Put on your toner or your essences right away before your skin's even fully dry. Put your moisturizer on. It just seals that water kind of into your skin and it helps with hydrating and moisturizing the skin and helps it look more plumped, which then makes it look a lot more youthful. That's really the main benefit that I see to moisturizers is they help to plump up the skin, which then helps it look a little bit younger, right? Like not 20 years younger. If you see someone claiming that they're gonna be 10, 15, 20 years younger after using a moisturizer, I don't think that's realistic. I would not believe those claims, but you can make your skin look the best that it is just by taking care of it at the stage that it's in right now. And the wonderful thing is you continue to make progress over time. And so as you use these products longer, the better the results, and you do start to see some actual changes in your skin. You can turn the clock back, I don't know, maybe like 5 years, something like that. But don't believe someone who's telling you that this is going to make you look like 20 or 30 years younger. No moisturizer, no, I don't think any skincare product is going to do that. You can certainly go get a facelift. That helps with that for sure, but that is not on everybody's to-do list. Okay, next, Pharmacy Daily Greens. I only have a little guy here from a little holiday set that I bought last year. The Daily Greens is their oil-free gel moisturizer in their line. The Honey Halo is wonderful. I use that one at night. It's a lot more occlusive. It's a little bit heavier. That's fine for me at night, but I just can't use heavy moisturizers during the day. They just don't work, right? Like it's too much, it's too heavy, it doesn't pair well with my makeup, and then when my oil does break through, it's a bad fit. So the Daily Greens, however, are wonderful. This has moringa and papaya in it. This is a lightweight gel type texture, and it really absorbs pretty quickly. Now, what I will say about Pharmacy is that they definitely do not have an aversion to essential oils or fragrances in their products. So something to keep in mind with any of the Pharmacy products. This one has almost like a kaffir lime honey type blend. It's not, I don't think it's offensive. I don't think it's super strong. And quite frankly, it dissipates very quickly. So I don't know, but if fragrances irritate your skin, then it doesn't matter whether it disappears or not. It's just not going to be for you. But if you have just regular plain old skin that does fine with fragrance products, I think it's worth a try. I think it's a really nice moisturizer. I do love Pharmacy overall, just their Green Clean, the Honey Potion Mask, their Feeling Good Hyaluronic Acid Serum. That might also be a great daytime option, actually, now that I think about it. Those are all fantastic products. It's a great line, totally worth looking into if you're okay with the fragrances. So something to keep in mind. All right. Let's go to our two probably more or most affordable products, and I don't actually have them with me here, so bear with me. The first is actually a serum from Derma E. Now, it's not a moisturizer per se, but I used it as a moisturizer in the morning, and it was fabulous. It's the Derma E Skin De-Stress Calming CBD Serum. This is right around $22, $23. pretty darn affordable. I think it's a pretty decent size, probably at least 1.7 fluid ounces, if not a little bit more. And again, absorbs very quickly into the skin. It does have some really great soothing benefits. So if you're someone who deals with not only oily skin, but you also happen to have some irritation, like if you deal with rosacea flare-ups, I think that one's really worth taking a look at. It hydrates my skin. It doesn't make it feel overly greasy again, and absorbs very quickly, and has that nice calming effect to the skin whenever there's anything that is irritating my skin. So that's a great option from Derma E. They also have some really great just regular moisturizers, but I find a lot of those just to be too heavy for daytime. So the CBD serum is the daytime option that I found from them that works incredibly well. And then the very last one is from Good Molecules. I have to admit, I'm not a big fan of The Ordinary. I haven't been from the very beginning, but when Good Molecules came out, I enjoyed those products a little bit more, and I found that they were a slightly better fit for my skin. My skin just responded to them a little bit more than they did with The Ordinary. And they have a really nice lightweight moisturizer that they call their priming moisturizer. It's silicone-free. There's some kind of silicone alternative in it. And it actually does work pretty well as a makeup primer. So if you don't have another primer that you like using in the morning, that might be a great one to try. I think I used that one a few times in the morning, and it worked well. I have kind of a strong affinity and preference for some of like my usual suspects. So these are the ones that honestly, these two are the ones that I've been cycling between the most over the last month or so, actually several months. So I tend to gravitate towards these, but I do think that the Good Molecules one for 12 bucks, I think it's worth a try. Also on their website, I think you can actually get a smaller sample size for $6. So if you're on a tighter budget, I would really recommend starting there, or if you have a teenager that's just kind of getting started, I think Good Molecules is a great moisturizer to look at. So anyway, you guys, those are my suggestions. Let me know what your favorite moisturizer is for either your oily or your combination skin. Let me know if there's any other moisturizers that I should try, see how they work for me, and maybe report back for you guys. So yeah, let me know down below in the comments. I will put links for everything in the description box down below. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch today. I really appreciate you. Please subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.